All right, we are going to do a relationship reading. This found you. This is for you. Cleanse. Okay, you and the person in question need to get something, like clear something out. Some of you, this is going to be a conversation, like a really open conversation. A lot of you, there's some emotional baggage that needs to be cleared out. I'm seeing cobwebs being cleared out of a corner. For some of you, there's a need to cleanse like your past, your programming, the way that you look at your relationship. There's a need to cleanse some negativity. There's an emotional cleanse that needs to happen, but with all the blue, the throat chakra, there is this cleanse of truth, this cleanse of an understanding, right? Magic. And that's in order to call in something that is magical, because something about the way you talk, like you communicate with this person, or the way you think about this relationship is no longer serving you. Yeah, look at death and sadness. It's interesting. There's a card in this deck that has this shape, and it's the pain card. So when this card comes out, this is like an ending, but it's like the recession of pain, right? Your pain is receding into the background. And that's what I'm seeing here. A lot of you guys need to let go of some previous experiences that have happened in relationships or in the relationship with this person, and just let it kind of be... Let it be something different, especially with the way you communicate with one another. Knight of Wands. Someone here might have itchy feet. Someone here might be a wanderer. We have Sag energies. Somebody here might be prone to, when things get tough, kind of turn their focus elsewhere. And that's creating a problem here. Three of Swords. Even though the Knight of Wands isn't usually like this, somebody might be a little bit of a workaholic, especially if they travel for work. And that's like when things are tough in the relationship, that's what they turn to. The Lovers, Gemini energy. You could be like opposites attract. King of Wands. We have Leo, a lot of fire here. This person is actually more mature than you think they are. They are more grounded. They are more capable of being stable than you might charge them with. Ace of Swords, yeah. You are also more capable of handling difficult moments than you give yourself credit for. Like, you're more capable of surviving bumps and bruises in a relationship. Not literally, figuratively. Like, when relationships have moments of rupture, you're more capable of recovering after the repair than you might give yourself credit for. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Okay. You guys both connect. I don't know if you can see the image. There's the little heart here with the stitches. You guys both connect because you've gone through some similarly challenging experiences. And it's weird because it's what makes you understand each other so well, yet it's also the thing that makes you guys the most afraid of each other, if that makes sense. And one or both of you is having a really hard time. I feel both of you is having a really hard time with the Three of Swords, moving past that. So you reach out to one another because you understand each other's pain, but you also withdraw from one another because you fear that this person is inflicting it as well. You might have this thing where you almost feel like you can't tell if this person, like, are you a good witch or a bad witch? But we have the Three of Swords and then the Four of Swords, or the Ace of Swords, which would make the Four, indicating there is healing here, but there needs to be, again, a new thought process, a new way of talking about things, because the way you guys have been doing things it's become a burden. For some, you guys are casual, but you know it's more than that, and you guys always connect at this deeper level, and then this person has a habit of running away. This person is a lot more capable of staying than you give them credit for, like a lot. I think this person's shadow might comfort and scare you at the same time, but this person is more capable of growing through their shadow than you might give them credit for. So I want to clarify this King of Wands, Page of Swords. Again, look at how the ghost is darting in and out here. We have Aquarius. I feel you don't always consistently hear from this person, or it's like, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. And you might doubt how consistent they are, especially, again, with communication. And especially, I'll say, King of Wands is Leo, and then the Page of Wands here. If this person has a social media presence, the way that might make you uncomfortable. Or if they network a lot for work, if they are very visible with the King of Wands, that might make you uncomfortable or give you a little bit of pause. This person may not have always been the most consistent and stable with you, but I feel very strongly that they are, like, they're in it now. That's definitely what I'm getting. If this person is coming back, this is the space that they're in their life. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This person, you and this person both have strong independence. This person is very independent with where they like to go, what they like to do. They kind of just do things their own way. It feels like you are very independent with your boundaries. This is like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. And this might be the issue, right? Like maybe in the past you felt like this person was presenting as single. Maybe this person likes to be alone more than you do. Maybe this person, for some, you have a problem where you feel like this person has like very traditional like gender roles when it comes to household labor, and that bothers you. This person's career might be very, very important to them. What they do, what they make, their public image might matter to them a lot. A lot. Or it has in the past. And that might cause them to make different choices or prioritize things differently than you would. Yeah, Six of Swords. This is something that has need to be healed between the two of you. I feel you and this person have called each other out on some aspects of shadow that were very important. They heard you. Even if they haven't said it, they heard you. This is fully mature energy with the King of Wands. I feel like this person is, like I said, they're here. They're determined. They'll overcome challenges with you. Like, they're in it. Even if they haven't always been like that. And it's the Queen of Wands. That's why. This person knows that you are worth it. This person may have taken time to reach your level. But that's it right there. This person feels like, with the scrying image, they feel like they manifested you, like they called you in, they could see you before they met you, kind of a thing. And they're not going to give up on that easily. Like, pretty much you could throw almost anything at this person and they're going to stick around. Or they'll, get back up and they'll come back around. Like, they're not giving up on this relationship. Justice, this is somebody who feels like you guys are meant to be together. You are their reward. The reward for both of you is the relationship at the end of this road, and they're not giving up easy. And that's just all there is to it in their mind. I want to pull one more for you guys. Yeah, Five of Cups. I also want to actually look at the cleanse, like what needs to be released. Because we have something kind of a little vague with the Three of Swords. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. I think some of you have been through... some of you feel like you've had to give up on your education or aspects of your career to support a relationship, and you're trying not to do that again. There's some pain points around that. But it feels like a lot of you have been hurt by minimal effort before. People who aren't really invested, people who are kind of just trying things or playing around a little bit. Things that, they're green shoots, they get started, but they don't really amount to all that much. And with the High Priestess, it may have felt like in the past your relationship started off really positively and then out of nowhere crumbled, or kind of just like the bottom fell out. It was a false start. You may have even had that with this person. I'm really drawn into the yellow on the paint palette here. So that's like the solar plexus. It has a lot to do with how we take action and our confidence. Your confidence may have been shaken by previous relationships and how they progressed. And this is what needs to be let go of. If you have for some of you, you have a fear of your current connection dissolving the way previous ones have, or like degrading, right? Falling apart, breaking down. And it's actually what it is it's a deep-seated issue of like self-confidence, right? Because what's at the core of that is, what is wrong with me that people keep doing blank? What is wrong with me that people keep leaving me? What is wrong with me that people keep disrespecting me? What is wrong with me that blank? And there's a need to shift that mind frame with this person. Some of you feel like you give like one chance to people, and if it doesn't work out, you just like withdraw entirely. That's what you're healing, right? People can grow. People can change, right? We have that Knight of Wands, now we have the King here. Some of you just have never really believed that anyone could be a good match for you, that anyone could love you and handle you with the Queen of Wands at your best, at your, most fiery, at your most challenging. And it might be hard to believe that this can be allowed to be different. Yep, Ten of Swords and Judgment. What needs to be cleansed is this idea that you're always going to end in sadness, betrayal, bitter endings. This is your judgment moment. This is your judgment opportunity. Some of you with this person, if you've had some challenging endings in the past, this is the redemption arc. And so you need to, if you want to pursue things with this person or pursue things further, you need to be willing to entertain the fact that they are allowed to change, they are allowed to grow, and that that's what's been taking place. Six of Pentacles, that there can be equanimity. Some of you, it's like this person is trying more, they're trying to give to you more, they're trying to show you more love, they're trying to honor you more, they're taking more steps toward you, they're planning more dates, maybe they're paying for more things, they're doing more work around the house. They're trying to meet you in the middle as an equitable partner, and you're like, why? What is that? What are you doing all of a sudden? This is what needs to be worked through. So these are just, things to think about, food for thought. But that's what I've got for you. I hope that helps. Good luck.